Group B has announced their distribution. All right, sorry I'm late. I had to wait till lunch break, but here it is. YieldMax announces monthly distributions on BABO, 69%, Murney, 61%, FBY, 58%, YMAX, 60%, YMAG, look at that, 76%. Where the hell is NVDY in this headline? That is not good. All right, guys, I jotted the numbers on my spreadsheet. Let's go take a look and see how it looks. All right, so we'll skip through Group A, and here we go. So instead of labeling it October, I'm labeling it week 1 actual. So NVDY, I thought for sure they pay in the mid 140 range. Mid dollar range, but they declared $1.09. $1.09. That's pretty weak. I got to be honest. That's pretty weak. I think they could have paid more, especially being that, what is their current price at today? Right now it's at $25, but whatever. Keep more into the NAV. That'll definitely make a lot of people happy. But at the same time, guys, they did not make any income this month, as you recall. So if we go back here, we go to the NVDY file, wherever it is, and we go to the payment details for the month of September, right? Again, synthetic income was 18 mil, but still short call income was negative 41. So the actual income per share was non-existent. In fact, it was negative. So maybe, again, that sometimes does not, mean they're going to pay less, but sometimes it does, and this month it did. So anyway, NVDY, they declared their distribution at $1.09. All right, moving on. FBY, they declared their distribution to be 92 cents. Oh, by the way, NVDY was a decrease from the prior month. Prior month was $1.35. $1.09 puts their actual yield at 51%, which is why they were not a part of that headline. Okay, FBY increased from last month, 92 cents. This was greater than what I had expected. That puts them at a yield of 54%. So that's really good stuff. JPMO decreased from last month, 37 cents. This is a 24% yield. I'm not sure anyone even cares about JPMO, but there it is. MRNY, Murney, this is a decrease from the prior month. They're going to pay 37 cents, which is a 56% yield. That's pretty good for them. GDXY, they're level, paying the same exact payment from the prior month. In fact, let's look back. They paid 79 cents, then 57, then 60, then 60. And a 60 cent payment is a 40% yield for GDXY, so not bad. What else? We got DIPS. Dips. What a letdown. And I actually guessed that they would be a letdown. And they're going to pay 68 cents. That's a 51% yield. Now, this is the surprise for me. BABO! Look at freaking BABO. If you're wondering why I say that, it's because I think of BABO as Babu from Seinfeld. And, remember Jerry? Babu. Anyway, they went up $4.15. Are you freaking kidding me? $4.15. The fiscal year is ending this month. You only paid $1.29. Again, we don't know how much of that was actual taxable income, so it may not be a lot, but they're going to pay $1.29. $1.29 is still pretty damn good compared to the previous month, but still, I thought they paid $2. Obviously, I was wrong. But anyway, $1.29 is a 65% yield. So I think the BABO shareholders are still going to be happy. All right, so PLTY, obviously, they just launched yesterday, so they don't have a freaking distribution. We know that, though, so I don't have to explain that. All right, so now, what else? What else do we want to talk about? Well, we can scroll to the right. We could show overall, their recovery rate up to today. This is, the market's actually open, so this could be updating now. But NVDY for the month recovered 349%. FBY has recovered 475%. JPMO in the negative 36%. MRNY, negative 302%. GDXY did recover their full distribution at 116%. And DIPS, negative 319%, pretty awful. And if you look at BABO, they recovered 591%. So obviously, you know, they had a really good month. Group recovery rate overall 125%, which is pretty good. And then now, again, we'll have a yield. So we had an estimate yield, but now we have a YieldMax current yield. So this should take the average of AV12, if we go over here, that's the actual yield, to AV18, which goes down to BABO. And BABO is part of YMAX, FYI, because they had a previous payment, right? So we can use now this average yield to calculate the YMAX and YMAG payment. So how do we do that? I'll show you if you're interested. So let me scroll up. So YMAX, what do we take? We take P42, that's locked in. That's the price of YMAX, which I don't know if you guys care. I guess I could show you. So we go to P all the way over here and then 42. So P42 shows that YMAX is 1764, okay? All right, let's go back. Scroll to the right. All right. Right there. So 17, yeah, that amount, YMAX, whatever it's worth, was the 17 bucks. Multiply that by A21. Okay, so what's A21? If you go here, A21 is the percentage this makes up of YMAX. Okay, so what did I do? I did a count of how many funds are here that are in YMAX. So it only went down to 18, which included BABO. Obviously, I'm not going to include Palantir or Platy, whatever we're going to call it. So 7 funds is 25% of the YMAX amount, okay? Hopefully everyone's following me still. So you take the YMAX amount and you multiply how much of this group is a part of that, so 25%. And then you take that number and you multiply it by the following. This says BF12, but if you look, obviously BF12 will be the top of the merged cell, which is 49%. So you take the 49%, which is the average yield of Group B, and you divide that by 13 payments, okay? So you take that number and times it by the other number we had, and you get 17 cents. So the YMAX estimate for next week is 17 cents. Now YMAG is right below it. This has a much more kind of involved formula, but let's just say there's only 7 funds in YMAG and 2 of them are in Group B. So that's why you see the 2 divided by the 7 to get that percentage. So since there's 2 of them, you're going to have slightly higher payment than YMAX, of course. And plus, not to mention YMAG it's a higher value than YMAX, right? The NAV is higher for YMAG than YMAX. So YMAG will typically be higher, except on, I believe it's the Group C month where they only have MSFO, okay? In fact, let's see if I have an estimate for that, MSFO. Yeah, 11 cents so far, based on the prior. So, again, although this is a Group B declaration, but every time I do a declaration, I will have the estimate now for the YMAX and the YMAG. So YMAX estimate for next week, 17 cents, and YMAG estimate for next week, 22 cents. All right, hopefully that made sense. Now, YMAG and YMAX did declare today, so we'll take a look at those numbers. So if I go over here, YMAX declared 20 cents, YMAG declared 28 cents, okay? So if you remember, I did estimate for those, I have 20 cents and 29 cents. So in fact, I got that pretty damn close, right? So it shows me my formula is actually working. So the 20 and the 29 cents I showed you guys last week or whenever, I think over the weekend, whenever I did, I don't remember. But at least it shows you that it works. So this 17 cents and 22 cents, should this be, you know, it should be remotely close. Let's just say that, right? Also, how has Group A recovered? Remember, their ex-dividend date was 10/3. So I take 10/3, and that's the new start date, and I could take it up to today, and now I could show how much they recovered so far up to today. Tesla has recovered 20% of their prior payment. OARC has recovered 56%. GUI, negative 203%. Obviously, they're not having a great time. Zomo, negative 94%. They're not having a great time either. Ybit recovered 7%. Crash, 3%. And Snoy has recovered 132%. And TSMY has recovered 148%. Wow. Not bad. Not freaking bad at all. All right, so what else you want to show us, huh? What else you want to show us? Well, we have Group C coming up next week. Let's see how their recovery is. Nefli recovered 280% to date from their last distribution. Coney, 150. MSFO, 131. AMDY, 292. PP, 122. Abney, 288. So all of them have recovered then their prior payment and then some. Granted, they had a little more time than usual, but still. Fiat is in the negative, and Ulti, again, we can ignore till we get, you know, till I get that proper date in there once they're officially part of, you know, the week, you know, once they start the official next week's ex-dividend date. But anyway, the group recovery rate average is 176%, which is pretty good. And then we have the YieldMax current yield, which is 68%. So if you use that, the YMAX payment would be 23 cents for that week, and then YMAG would be 11 cents. Because again, 11 cents, why is it so low? See? Wait. This one has MSF, yeah, just MSFO. So if you click that, should have 1 divided by 7. Did I do that right? 7 funds. YMAG, this is 2. So what percentage? Yeah, this is showing 2 divided by 7. Group C should only have 1. Unless I'm doing that somewhere else. Let me just double check. Oh, there it is. Okay. 2/7 there, 2/7 here. All right, let me just change this, see what happens. Ooh, I don't know if that's right. I'll have to double check it. But yeah, because the YMAG formula, it's taking AV24, which is, what is AV24? The actual yield, and dividing that by just 1, because it's 1, to get that average, and then divided by 13, and timesing that by 1/7 of YMAG, because it's 1/7. It's not 2/7. Like the other 3 groups. The other 3 groups have 2/7 of it. This has 1/7 of it. So I hate to say this, but the YMAG payment on Group C, week 3, yuck, man, yuck. And then even, what the hell? Group 4, whew. Again, this is hypothetical based on the current yield, but oh man. So let's just add them up. We have 15, 16, that's 21 cents. That's 43 cents. That's what, 60, that's 72 cents. Yeah, that's a lot. Did I get that right? Yeah, 40, 50, 51, 57. Yeah, so, all right, 72. That's a lot. All right, so that's YMAG. So, yeah, that could be 6 cents. Oh, my God. Get ready. People are going to be pissed about that. Oh, my God. All right, so anyway, so we showed their recovery rate. Aptly, this is Group D. They recovered 117%, AMZ 137%, DISO 166%, SQUI 114%, AIYY 246%, Misty is 470%, And then YQQQ, I guess who cares, but they're negative 300%. And this should only add up to Misty, a 30, a 38. Yeah, so this is not counting properly, actually, because this is for YMAG. This should only go up to 37. All right, so they have 6 funds, which is 22%. So that slightly changes the payment for YMAX. Okay. Sorry, a lot of updates because this is all new. Again, I'm adjusting accordingly to this whole weekly crap, which is very confusing, but hopefully in the end it makes sense. So yeah, their average yield so far is like 49%. Their YMAX and YMAG payment for that week is actually going to be the same, 15 cents, 15 cents. But again, we don't know what their payment's going to be. Misty's payment's going to be massive, so that YMAX payment is obviously going to be bigger, I think. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see how things go. But, you know, we talked about today's video. Today's video was about declaring, you know, what Group B paid. Group B paid one more time. NVDY paid $1.09. FBY paid 92 cents. JPMO 37 cents. Murney 37 cents. GDXY 60 cents. DIPS 68 cents. And BABO $1.29. So today is declaration date. If you do buy into these funds today and hold them through until tomorrow, you will qualify for the distribution. However, your fund will drop by the distribution amount plus or minus movement in the underlying tomorrow, because tomorrow is ex-dividend date. And then you'll get paid, of course, on Friday, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, that's the update. Last thing, someone mentioned house money. I just want to make sure I cover it real quick. So house money percentages. Group A, since they declared, actually, I want to make sure I'm picking it up. U2 is total distribution divided by C2, which should be launch price. Okay, so U2 total distribution, we want to make sure that picks up to the latest distribution, right? Which is AQ. Great. Now, what about Group B? Total distribution. AQ? AQ. Good job. All right, so we can use house money. All right, so Tesla is at 67% house money. All this means is if you bought the fund from inception and you held on to it and you did not, this does not count DRIP, just, you know, this is including, you know, price movement plus, you know, receiving the distributions as cash, you would have received 60% of your original investment. OARC, you would have received 52%, and all these others kind of suck. What else? NVDY, you would have received 112% now at this point, and FBY is now up to 53%. So above 50% for FBY. FBY is really good, in my opinion. Murney, a surprising 46%, by the way. All right, how about the others? Again, these others have not declared their distribution, but we can cover them. Coney, we know we already paid 104%. AMDY, 53%. Netflix, I'm proud of this, 44%. So they might be above 50 after their declaration next week. Squee has paid 53%, and Misty has paid 73%. So as bad as Squee has been, that's pretty impressive. All right. And then YMAX and YMAG, yeah, so are they updated? Their total? Yeah, they are. Wow. They don't seem to be paying that. I guess they're only at 15% and 22%. I guess that's right. But all right, guys. So that is the update for the Group B declaration. Just wanted to get this out in my lunch break. Spend the first half making the video. Spend the other half uploading and hopefully freaking eating. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the update for Group B. Let me know what you think. Again, I'm working from home. Today's Wednesday. Wednesdays, I'm normally in the office. So these videos are more than likely going to happen after I get home from work in the future. But let me know if that's okay. Would you guys care about this video if it happened either the night of or the following morning? Let me know. But I think you guys enjoy this type of content, but appreciate the feedback. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, we will try again on the next week. Because again, this is another freaking weekly thing. And then obviously this Sunday morning, I'll have an estimate for Group C. Okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Later.